Be careful who you call ugly in middle school. This anime isn't trash. No, it makes no sense. Did this mother ducker turn into Pac-Man with his muscles? Yes. Yujiro, when his 13-year-old fighting genius son can't beat his adult fighting genius self, he is shocked and appalled. Wisdom from Ogre. You can't just eat what's good for you. Your body will grow vulnerable. You have to take a good with a little bad once in a while. Food is life. You need your fair share of sadness and pain, vitamins and poison to overcome the obstacles. Katsumi vs Pickle. The true Mac punch hurts Pickle less than some slaps. Florida man escaped submarine prison, swims 500 feet to the surface, smashes the Statue of Liberty, illegally immigrates to Japan, destroys a man's car with his bare hands, goes on a mass killing spree and steals food from a Chinese restaurant before getting into a street brawl and entering into a coma. Just found out that Sonic Hanma exists. Should I devour you as well? But even if I did that, I'm sure that you are the kind of woman who wouldn't even cry. Huh. Everyone else, especially Americans, you're Japanese. Japanese plus Hanma blood. What are the Muscle Brothers' views on technique? Julius says, foolishness, techniques are useless before overwhelming power. Oliver says, look at these hand pocket. It's thanks to you Gadao was invented. The least I could do is give you a bite. Dealt battle. A few moments later. No one. Pickle seeing Baki do all these weird stances. Confused Ungabunga. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no good translation of Hanma Baki son of Ogre. New Baki characters being introduced. I'm untouchable by human hands. Not even a shotgun can leave a lasting mark on my impenetrable flesh. Baki characters when their novelty wears off. I got beated cuz. I feel like Itagaki makes a character say whatever analogy so he can draw what he wants. If ever the mood struck you, you could hijack a plane. Choose your team. Who's winning? 3v3. Team Yujiro, Oliver, Ritsu. Team Baki, Pickle, Moto B. Team Yujiro, Kaku, Hanayama. Team Miyamoto, Sukuni, Jack. Anybody a fan of Jaku Kaio? So if you can't defeat me, it means that you give up. How dumb do you need to be to attack someone as large and tall as Jack? Like they could have robbed anyone, and they picked him. But I have experience dealing with them. Katsumi training versus the real deal. Love it when mangaka use real photos as inspiration. Sakuraski makes some boast. He who does not work, neither shall he eat. The second chapter of the 2-in-1 release. For some reason or another, a life of cohabitation begins. You have $20 to make a team, the rest will try to kill you. $11, Yujiro, Jack, Baki, Musashi. $5, Yachiro, Pickle, Kaku, Sukuni. $3, Doppo, Hanayama, Oliver, Moto B. $1, Shibukawa, Doyle, Jaya, Katsumi. Coswiti Rex Fist. Are you going on a date, or not? Is it possible to sleep standing up? He's holding onto the wall. A totally flat wall. I don't know if he's asleep or awake, but he stays like that until the morning. I, the ogre, have suffered a humiliating defeat. I'm not the strongest creature of this world, I suppose. I need to train harder and adapt to this world. The bar with no name. They said I'd find lots of strong warriors there. Ha ha ha. Are these really the strong warriors I've been told about? Bunch of weaklings. I'll make quick work of you. Bar fight. Hell yeah. Shut. He looks really strong. I will reclaim the title of the strongest creature. Hey, bub. I'm trying to enjoy a drink here. If you don't get out, things will get real unpleasant for you. A midget. Challenging me to a fight? Wahaha. I'll devour you as well. 1 year later. The ogre man aka Yujiro Hanma fighter. Well, son. So, you wanna know why I became a masked vigilante? There are some things I'll die before I tell anyone. I love me a redhead. Did anyone else get insanely bricked up when watching this? Who takes this? Why do you think Oliver wasn't attracted to Pickle being revealed? A fellowship of people with the same beliefs. Frontal attack. A frontal attack. I'm certain that person would do it. Is the cat versus human story the most blatantly bullshit claim in the whole series? Just give it a free shot and punch it back. There's absolutely nothing fatal it can do to you. I've heard of something like that. It was the story of Oyama Masatatsu. If a man and a cat are fighting in a cage, the man should be at least equipped with a katana to call himself an equal. Would a martial arts that specializes in just kicking someone in the nuts be too shameful or unfair for Jack to use these vice-like hands that had held firm even while unconscious? They seem to be really strong. Who's gonna help? They killed all the cops. Oh my god, they just robbed the bank. I know, man. Rhino, let's get the hell out of here before Spidey shows up. Foo foo foo. You two sure are some fine gourmet meals. Come fight me at once. I will devour you both. Oh, who the hell are you? Back where I came from, I was known as the ogre, the strongest Cree. Sorry for interrupting your there some guys, but I can't have you causing havoc in my friendly neighborhood like this. Arg. They sure roughed me up good, but at least I didn't lose. Huh, did that guy just save me? You okay, sir? Why? Why did you save me? Do you see me as weak? Absolutely not, sir. I just saved you the trouble of dirtying your hands on them. But the next time you run into these super thugs, you should just leave it to the proper authorities. Me. You stupid bastard. So, a few years ago, I was banned from the Latin American Baki the Grappler Facebook group because the admin was salty because he couldn't accept that Pickle overpowered Yujiro. Even fishing hooks and strings are not allowed. Remember this, son. Using weapons in karate is guy. A literal ghost appearing on camera, confirming the existence of the afterlife and the supernatural. Two buff dudes brawling on the street. The harsh fact about Ali Jr. fanboy. Ali Jr. fanboy. Ali Jr. was weak because he was a bulk man. Oliver. Here's some advice from Jack and Elma. How to hold your girlfriend. Wrong. Right. Back in my day, Baki had orange hair. Okay grandpa, let's get you back to the home. Boasts back strength incredible enough to, in a deadlift, raise over half a ton. What would surprise me was still to come. Even with that tug of war. A tug of war between two 5-year-olds. They were the same age, but why is everyone saying Jack will die in the next arc? I would show my ace hole if it meant winning. How is it even still a debate if Yujiro could make coal into diamond? The world is wide and human history long. Man, you should really look into it. They have existed. Only two people wielding of the gripping strength to make coal transform into diamond, and one of them is living. I summited Chomolungma in 19XX without oxygen. I crossed the Pacific in a heat air balloon in 20XX. In 20XY, I climbed Niagara Falls. It all makes sense now. We've been lied to and everyone else is actually 3 feet 5. He's 6.5 feet tall. What's your opinion on the prison arc? Good evening, Mr. Goovera. Oh, no, you broke the door. We are in trouble now. Oliver, Unchained. People say Tokugawa's sister being a legitimate spirit medium breaks the series' tone or realism, but in the Jiraiya fight, Baki literally leaves his body as a soul, and then forces it back via sheer willpower. Seems like your pulse has stopped. What? My pulse? Am I dead? That can't be true. I always wondered what the hell is going on with Yujiro's pants. Is it just me, or does the anime of Baki make the characters even more bath than they already are in the manga? Mr. Hanma Yujiro, that was superb. Is this a mistranslation, or is this correct? I can't recreate his aura. Not even a trace of it. Pickle, you're stronger than Yujiro. President Biden. Yujiro decided to interfere with us in the Kosovo Independence War and is destroying our forces. What do? Hanma. Evil. Must defeat Hanma. Send ultimate weapon of the USA. Brilliant plan, Mr. President. We'll send Captain America. Ogre. I've come to put a stop to your evil ways. I've already defeated your entire nation. Flag boy, what makes you think you stand a chance? I will use my father's technique to defeat you in an instant, just like how he defeated you before. I'd like to see you try. What? It didn't work. How? How did you defy the Hanma power? I don't know anything about this Hanma power that you keep jabbering about, but I know for a fact that it's my turn to show my power. Take this. Yo, imagine you were in a martial arts tournament, like the UFC for example, and then you have someone kicking you like Yujiro did to Kaku. Anime. I'm unbelievably excited for this. I have a feeling this will be the season that will truly makes the Baki series shoot up in scale and popularity. Also look at this cover. It makes looks like it's gonna be as much horror as action. This is still the most raw panel in this whole series. Now that you've got no more urine left in you, how are you going to get out of this tetrahedron? I see Earthquake Punch being talked about often, but what about Yujiro shaking a skyscraper with just his aura? The most feared man of Japan and the rest of the world. Young Master, Monsieur Hanma Yujiro was being held by his collar. Young Master, I could notice something strange behind him. When did that happen? Did he crack the glass just by standing there? I know it sounds crazy, but the aura of this man was shaking the entire place, myself included. There was nothing spiritual about it. You had to be there to feel how the whole place was rattling or thundering earthquake from the sky. It was wondrous and terrifying at the same time. Barum. A thunder? An earthquake? It's so strong. It was a mysterious scene where logic escaped the strong vibrations that this man was sending around just by standing. Krish. And on top of it, looked like Sukune opened his own restaurant. Fat Foot Kitchen. Is that some sort of rite for luck? No. Who would eat this shut for luck? This makes my jaw strong. That's just mean. The two jobbers are ready for battle. Who is the weakest character that can escape from the Joe Williams hold? Like Duck, I'm telling anyone that. Well, I was right. I'll die before I say those words. Baki chilling with a Brazilian person. Pickle with news reporters walking through the park at night drawing request done. What is the difference between Katsumi's whip strike and Baki's slap? Katsumi failed against Pickles, but Baki easily overpowered him with this at first. And the gang was like, oh, there is no species in the history of organics to use this attack. I mean, Katsumi used this technique with max speed. The imagination-based joint creation that he learned to fight Pickle. He's managed to turn his entire skeletal structure into a whip. It's been 16 years since then. US prison guards using metric is the most unrealistic thing in this manga. Don't get too close. Keep a distance of 1 meter at all times. Make sure the safety's off on your firearms. Think of him as a giant, poisonous lion. What would happen if Yujiro started taking Jack's steroids? Would he just start bulking even more? Jack has upped his dose of so-called medicine. Baki Evolution. Handler Baki, son of Oka 2009. Baki Dao 2017. Why does Tokugawa arrange fights and owns a whole underground arena, but gets surprised and upset when fighters actually fight each other? There are certain techniques that should not be known to it. What martial arts would suit Joe Williams the best? Joe William, 48 years old, adventurer. Why I go on challenging doubt? You wanna know why? Least muscular dinosaur in Baki, the biggest of the protabians. Who is mentally stronger between these two? Joe William, 48 years old, adventurer. Why I go on challenging doubt? You wanna know why? The man with a shriveled, withered body like that of a dead man, faced a sandbag as if possessed. Shrek Hanma, the most amazing man in the world, the ogre. The biting cyborg, Jack Hammer, walks away with the victory. Will Doppo get a chance to shine again? I'm sure that you know that your father is starting his training from the bottom again, even though he is pretty strong already. Steroid user in Baki, steroid user in Kingen. Okay, let's do it. These fruity mother duckers having a picnic, and I'm all for it. Kid Goku vs Yujiro. Both bloodlusted. Yujiro can activate his demon back. Location: World Martial Arts Tournament. Fight to dealt. What tier would Dabble and LTG Sparrow be in the Baki-verse? Himanu. Gem can sense man booty within 3-mile radius. Saturn stick with real Matrix juice. Has more PSN accounts than acting job offers. Says very straight things like back off to me, you guy a snig. Man griping hands can exit to main menu screen at the speed of light.